How's it going, guys? Welcome back to your channel, my channel, our channel, the World's channel, everyone's channel. Anyways, guys, so sorry about that. I had OBS open. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of stuff recently on YouTube talking about this whole YouTube is dead thing because of these policies and everything. And I've watched some of the videos. I think Leafy made one. I don't know if PewDiePie made one. He might have. I haven't looked at his, but I know I saw Leafy's. But he goes into talking about how the policies don't make sense and how they're so vague and trying to compare things that are non-existent to what really is what they're trying to do. I don't understand why they say it's so vague. I mean, honestly, first of all, even just at first glance of what the new policies are of people's stuff getting banned, like the stuff when they're talking about suicide prevention and rape prevention and everything, those videos getting taken down is retarded. But you know what? I'm sure YouTube at this point is just trying to fix that. It's kind of a work in progress. I mean, my God, these videos, the new policies were implemented, I think, on the 2nd of this month, and it's only the 5th. And people are losing their shit over it. Like, you got to give them time to work out the bugs. This isn't going to be an overnight process. They're just going to be like, wham, bam, it's good. They were just trying to get it out there to try and clean up some of the stuff that's out there that is actually bad. Now, that being said, he talks about vagueness. And first of all, when you look at everything, it tells about no partial nudity, no promoting violence, and no promoting drugs and stuff like that. And to me, that's not vague. To me, that's very, very understandable, because think about it this way: when you go to work and you go to your orientation for your new job, they sit there and they tell you, you can't be dressing like this, or you can't do this, or you can't do drugs, you can't do that. Like, if you go to work and you're sitting there walking around with your wang dang flopping about in the wind, or even slipping out, or wearing a Speedo to work, do you really think you're gonna keep your job there? No. And as far as like the Speedo, if you take a video of you swimming in a Speedo, you're not gonna get. I doubt they're gonna take that down because of that. I mean, you're swimming, you're still wearing clothes. They're trying to keep away more of like, nip slip type deal things, and things of that nature, and sexual. And then the next one was a promotion of violence and things like that. That one's pretty straightforward to me in my world. I mean, it's just don't be walking around trying to threaten people and everything else. So I don't really quite understand why that one was so vague. And then the third one was the drugs. That's straightforward. I mean, if I have to explain that one to you, then, I mean, my God, there's something wrong with the world. Okay, now this is what I was going to show you. When he's talking about vagueness, I decided I was going to go look it up. I was like, I'll take a peek at it, right? Okay, so YouTube, looking at this, they literally have everything broken down for you guys. I mean, like, these YouTubers are freaking out about it, but literally, you click on nudity and sexual content, and then it talks about literally what is not down to it. It literally breaks it down for you, Barney style, to tell you what not to put in your videos. Seriously. Like, look here, like, people are going to talk about this. For example, a documentary on breast cancer would be appropriate, but posting clips out of context for the same documentary might be. Remember that providing context in the title and description will help us and your viewers determine the primary purpose of the video. So it's not even saying that you can't make a video about breast cancer or anything. It's telling you that you have to make sure that you word it right. That you don't just be like, oh, tit cancer, or like titty something, or tits falling off, or something like that. It's not saying you can't do that. It's saying you have to be careful what you have to do. Literally, all of this is broken down to you of what you are allowed to put on here. I mean, come on now. Like, violence. He was talking about violence as saying, like, if I play GTA, am I going to get banned? No. It's talking about this. Literally, it took me half a second to find all this, to figure out. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to read up on it because, I'm making YouTube videos. I want to make sure that I'm up to date with everything. So, it talks about it like, if the violence shown in your video is particularly graphic, please make sure to post as much information as possible in the title and metadata to help viewers understand what they are seeing. Providing documentary or educational context can help the viewers and our reviewers understand why they might be seeing the disturbing context. It's not okay to post violent or gory content that's primarily intended to be shocking, sensational, or disrespectful. If a video is particularly graphic or disturbing, it should be a balance with additional context and information. For instance, a citizen journalist who captures footage of protesters being beaten and uploads it with relevant information, date, location, context, would likely be allowed. However, posting the same footage without context or educational information may be considered gratuitous and may be removed from the site. So they're telling you basically, even the violence thing, they're saying, don't post stuff without telling them what it is. Like they literally gave you the example. Like, a citizen journalist captures footage of protesters being beaten and uploads it with relevant information, date, location, context. They're not going to ban it off there. First of all, and then the whole GTA thing, or games and everything, they're not targeting games specifically. This isn't going to turn into back when Manhunt came out and like every country was trying to ban every single trying to ban the game from the countries. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about just actual real life footage, not, oh, I made a GTA video, is that going to get banned? Okay, moving on. Hateful content. People are talking about, oh, I'm going to cuss and it's going to be bad. No, hate speeches. It's talking about it right here. We encourage free speech and try to defend your right to express unpopular points of view, but we do not permit hate speech. Hate speech refers to content that promotes violence or hatred against individuals or groups based on certain attributes such as race, ethnicity, religion, disability, gender, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, and gender identity. So it's basically telling you, don't be an asshole. Like, accept people for who they are. Leave it be. They are not sitting here telling you you can't talk to anyone. They're not trying to run YouTube as if Adolf Hitler was running it. No, they're not doing that. You still have your freedom of speech. You can still talk about whatever you want. But what they're saying is, don't say this. Like I said, going back to my job reference, it's like having a job. Do you really think you're going to go to a job somewhere, get a job, and then go in there and start talking, all this blasphemy or whatever you want to call it, hate speeching about religion, disability, gender, age, or veteran status? No, your ass is going to get canned immediately. No questions asked. What are you going to do? You're going to go back to that employer and tell them, oh, hey guys, you're going against my freedom of speech. No, we're not going against your freedom of speech. We just don't want that in our workplace. I don't understand why this is such a big deal, honestly. It literally goes into everything. Child endangerment. Immediate danger to reach local law enforcement. Like, YouTube has zero tolerance for sexual content involving minors. Uploading, commenting, or engaging in any type of activity that sexualizes minors will immediately result in an account suspension. In cases where video contains child sexual abuse imagery, our teams will report it to NCMEC. I don't know who that is. Anyways, so my point being is, people are talking about it's too vague. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's being said. Look it up. It took me 10 seconds to find it. Literally 10 seconds. Harassment, cyberbullying. Let's see what they say. Okay. We want you to use YouTube without fear of being subject to malicious harassment. In cases where harassment crosses the line into malicious attack, can be reported and will be removed. In other cases, users may be mildly annoying or petty and should simply be ignored. Which on YouTube, there's a lot of people who do that. They just go out there and just try to troll everyone. Don't understand it. Harassment includes abusive videos, comments, messages. So don't say, go kill yourself, or, being an asshole to somebody. Revealing someone's personal information. That's, if I have to explain to you what that means, wow. Maliciously recording someone without their consent. So, meaning don't record somebody without them. Don't be trying to peek through somebody's window and record them sitting on the couch. Deliberately posting content in order to humiliate someone. Don't post, say somebody crapped their pants at school and you video recorded then uploaded it. Yeah, don't do that. That's what it's talking about. Making hurtful and negative comments / videos about another person. Don't attack another person. Unwanted sexualization would encompass sexual harassment or sexual bullying in any form. Self-explanatory. To harass other users or creators. So it's basically saying don't try to attack other people. Again, this is like tips and advice. They even, for my God, they give you advice. Some people that I've been hearing in these rants about YouTube is dead, I feel like this they need to talk to an adult to tell them how to read this. I've had a job almost my whole life and I've always been working. They're turning it into literally, my God, they made a video for you. What more can they do for you? I don't understand it. I haven't even watched it. It's 2 minutes.
Millions of people around the world post content to Google platforms. Things like videos on YouTube, blog posts on Blogger, and social media posts on Google+. Occasionally, people are concerned about the content they see on our platforms. Some people tell us they've seen content that they think violates the law. Others think they found something that is against our content policies. The rules for our communities. We want people to tell us when they see content that may violate our policies. This can include bullying, hate speech, graphic violence, or sexually explicit content. On many Google products, there's a way to let us know about these kinds of violations. Google takes these reports seriously. When deciding whether something is against our policies, we review complaints on a case-by-case basis. If it's determined that the flagged content violates our guidelines, we take it down. Repeat offenders often face penalties. For instance, on YouTube, users may have some of their account privileges revoked for a while. Too many strikes, and the account is disabled. In addition to responding to community concerns, we want to make sure the content on our platforms is legal. In many cases, the best way to address a legal issue is to reach out to the person who uploaded the content. Often, they'll remove or modify it on your request. But sometimes, that won't work. In that case, we've got a webpage that will route your complaint to the right team at Google. When considering a legal notice, we carefully assess the information provided. For all legal matters, it's important to properly name the content, specify the law allegedly being violated, and why you have the right to get this content removed. Without this information, we may be unable to understand or process your legal claim. We work hard to respond fairly and accurately to legal and community concerns. That's how we maintain vibrant communities, while staying true to our commitment to free expression.
Alright, so there's the video. I mean, my god, they basically told you what they're doing. And like I said, if you have problems or, you know, whatever, you can't understand it or you think it's vague or you just figure you're going to make a video just to attack YouTube for something that they're doing that I think is perfectly right within their legal limits to do. They're just trying to make it a more friendly area. I mean, I understand that they're not going to ban your videos for cussing. They're not going to ban it for anything like that. You know, people just throwing everything to the wind and crying over stupid little things. Yeah, you know, and some of this stuff that I read, like the comments in some of these videos that I watch about YouTube is dead, it's like astonishing, like what is being written in there. Like one guy said one little thing about how it's a good thing and that they believe in it or whatever, and after that, it was just nothing but hate. Nothing but hate. So, I mean, if that's the type of people you attract to your YouTube channel, then by all means, you know, that's your community, that's your people, you like those people following you, cool. That's your doing. But my point being, my whole rant about all this is YouTube's not dead. YouTube isn't going anywhere. Everyone's talking about it's dead now and YouTubers are going to leave. No, they're still working on it. And like I said, the rape prevention and everything, as you can tell, we read it. They just need to add more information. And I'm sure if they added more information, everything would be fine. Anyways, guys, that was my rant for the day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, yell at me, tell me I'm an idiot for doing this. You know, all that stuff. I can take it. I'm not too concerned about it. But that was just my standing on it. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. I hope I shed some knowledge on people that don't completely understand their policies and had maybe had trouble finding where to find it. It's literally go down to the bottom and it's under policies and safety. And that's it. And then it pops right up. Anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next video.